Imagine starting every morning with what seems like a harmless ritual, your favorite breakfast meal, only to discover that this very habit might be silently robbing you of your strength, clarity, and vitality. For millions of seniors, the foods they trust to nourish them could actually be setting off hidden fires of inflammation, accelerating muscle loss, and quietly eroding precious memories. What if the simple choices you make before 9 a.m. determine the trajectory of your health for years to come? This isn't fear-mongering, it's a startling reality backed by science, yet one that remains largely unknown. More than 98% of people over 60 unknowingly consume at least one breakfast item each week that harms their bodies in subtle but profound ways. The effects don't just stop at feeling tired or sluggish. They extend deeper, thinning muscles, fading cognition, increased risk of chronic diseases, all triggered by what's on your plate when the day begins. But here's the incredible truth. The damage caused by these common breakfast mistakes is fully reversible. By simply swapping out one harmful item for a nutrient-rich alternative, you can lower inflammation, preserve muscle strength, and even protect your memory. Imagine regaining the energy to walk confidently, think sharply, and embrace your independence again. All starting with what you eat in the morning. In the next few minutes, you'll uncover the 4 breakfast foods seniors must avoid at all costs. Foods disguised as healthy but proven by rigorous studies to increase inflammation and accelerate decline. At the same time, you'll discover 4 powerful, scientifically validated breakfast choices that nourish your body at the cellular level, ignite lasting energy, and support a resilient mind and body. This is not guesswork or empty promises. Each fact is backed by peer-reviewed research focusing exclusively on older adults, reflecting real outcomes, not speculation. Whether you're preparing your own meals or choosing from what's available, understanding these foods could be the most important health decision you make this year. Before we dive into the details, I invite you to support this channel by subscribing and clicking the notification bell. Your support motivates us to continue sharing these life-changing insights that can help you or your loved ones stay strong and vibrant longer. Now, let me leave you with a simple question to ponder while you watch. Which do you think impacts your morning health more profoundly? The type of carbohydrates you eat at breakfast. B. The amount of protein you consume in the morning? Type A or B in the comments below. Your answer will help us understand what concerns you most and shape future videos tailored to your health journey. We look forward to reading every single comment and engaging with you. Stay tuned because what you learn today could change the way you think about breakfast forever. As we begin to understand the profound impact that breakfast has on the health and well-being of seniors, it is crucial to recognize the hidden dangers lurking in some of the most commonly consumed morning foods. These seemingly harmless choices, often marketed as healthy or convenient, can trigger silent damage beneath the surface, damage that accumulates over time and chips away at strength, cognition, and vitality. Let us delve into the 4 breakfast foods that seniors must avoid to protect their bodies and minds from preventable harm. The first on this list, instant oatmeal packets, appear innocent, even heart-healthy on their packaging. Yet this convenience comes at a high cost. These packets are highly processed to the point where the oats are broken down into simple carbohydrates that your body absorbs almost immediately. This rapid digestion causes a swift spike in blood sugar levels, followed by an equally rapid insulin surge. Many servings contain more than 18 grams of sugar, often supplemented with maltodextrin, a processed carbohydrate that elevates insulin faster than regular sugar. For seniors, whose insulin sensitivity is already diminished with age, this roller coaster of blood sugar and insulin can provoke exhaustion, irritability, and intense hunger within a few hours of eating. More alarmingly, studies reveal that consuming high glycemic breakfasts like these leads to inflammation markers rising by nearly 47% for several hours afterward, laying the groundwork for chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes. It is not just a matter of feeling tired. This metabolic stress quietly erodes muscle mass and raises the risk of prediabetes. For those who enjoy oats, the healthier choice is steel-cut whole oats, soaked overnight and cooked slowly without added sugars, allowing for a gentle, sustained release of energy. Next, flavored yogurt cups have become a popular grab-and-go breakfast option, often touted for their calcium and probiotics. However, beneath the sweet veneer lies a metabolic trap. Many flavored yogurts are packed with as much sugar as a candy bar sometimes, reaching 22 grams per serving, along with thickening agents, artificial flavors, sweeteners, and food dyes. These additives are not benign. They provoke inflammation and disturb the delicate balance of gut bacteria, which plays a vital role in immunity and nutrient absorption. Research focusing on seniors shows that high-sugar dairy breakfasts cause inflammatory markers like CRP and IL-6 to spike by over 30% within hours, accelerating muscle wasting and cognitive decline. Even yogurts labeled low-fat are often deceptive, as sugar is added to compensate for lost flavor, removing beneficial fats that regulate blood sugar and aid nutrient absorption. The wise choice for seniors is plain Greek yogurt, enriched naturally with protein and probiotics, and flavored with cinnamon or fresh fruits to enhance taste without the metabolic chaos. Processed breakfast cereals occupy a significant place in many morning routines, marketed as wholesome and nutritious with claims of being multigrain, bran-rich, or high in fiber. Yet the reality is far less flattering. These cereals are typically made from refined grains ground into rapidly digestible carbohydrates and loaded with added sugars and synthetic vitamins. This combination causes blood sugar spikes and a flood of insulin without delivering meaningful nutrition. Multiple studies have linked frequent consumption of processed cereals with a 21% increase in the risk of type 2 diabetes, particularly in older adults. Furthermore, a comprehensive analysis found that seniors eating cereal regularly had a 36% higher likelihood of accumulating dangerous belly fat, which secretes hormones that fuel inflammation, muscle breakdown, and elevate stroke risk. For seniors with dental challenges who prefer soft foods, cereal may seem like a gentle option, but this short-term convenience comes with long-term consequences. Replacing processed cereals with whole, nutrient-dense alternatives can balance blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and protect muscle health. Finally, white toast paired with jam or margarine represents perhaps the most damaging breakfast habit among seniors. This combination is a classic and quick choice, yet it delivers a devastating metabolic blow. White bread is stripped of fiber, minerals, and any substance that slows digestion, leaving behind pure starch that floods the bloodstream with sugar at a speed comparable to drinking soda. Adding margarine, often rich in industrial seed oils like canola or soybean oil, compounds the problem by introducing oxidative stress and chronic inflammation. Layering sweet jam on this processed base turns the meal into concentrated sugar, a top processed fat-toxic duo for aging bodies. Studies have shown that frequent consumption of trans fats and refined bread is associated with a 48% greater chance of cognitive decline over 5 years in seniors. Another research revealed that such meals cause blood sugar fluctuations that reduce insulin sensitivity by 34% in adults over 60. The consequences extend beyond energy crashes to weakened immunity, persistent inflammation causing muscle shrinkage, and progressive damage to blood vessels. This silent assault erodes mobility, independence, and quality of life, yet it remains a staple in many nursing homes and households. Not everyone tolerates even whole wheat toast, especially those with gluten sensitivities or blood sugar concerns. But white bread with margarine and jam is unequivocally the worst breakfast choice for seniors. Recognizing these hidden dangers is the first step toward reclaiming health. The good news is that the metabolic havoc caused by these foods is reversible. By consciously avoiding these harmful breakfasts, seniors can protect their muscles, brain function, and overall vitality. It is not about eliminating pleasure, but about making informed choices that nurture the body rather than undermine it. The quiet damage inflicted by these 4 breakfast foods accumulates day after day. Yet a deliberate switch to nourishing alternatives can break the cycle and restore strength and clarity for the years ahead. In the journey toward healthier mornings and stronger aging, what we choose to place on our breakfast plates can be transformative. Beyond avoiding harmful foods, embracing specific nourishing options each day can profoundly support muscle strength, cognitive vitality, and metabolic balance. For seniors aiming to reclaim energy and resilience, 4 breakfast foods stand out, not just for their nutrients but for the powerful ways they work within the body to promote lasting health. Starting with chia seed pudding, this tiny seed packs an extraordinary nutritional punch. Despite its small size, chia seeds are loaded with soluble fiber and anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids, components critical to healthy aging. For seniors, consuming just 2 tablespoons offers about 10 grams of fiber and 4 grams of omega-3 south, nutrients that play key roles in improving insulin sensitivity by nearly 40% and reducing muscle loss by 30%. When soaked overnight in almond or coconut milk, chia seeds form a gel-like pudding that not only provides steady, slow-releasing energy but also nourishes the gut's beneficial bacteria. This gut support is vital because a healthy microbiome enhances immune function and nutrient absorption, areas often compromised with age. The texture requires minimal chewing, making it accessible for those with dental challenges, and it creates a quiet, sustained foundation of strength and clarity to start the day. Adding a sprinkle of cinnamon or fresh berries can enhance both taste and antioxidant intake without spiking blood sugar. Moving on to beetroot smoothies, these vibrant roots carry a potent secret: high levels of natural nitrates. Once consumed, the body converts nitrates into nitric oxide, a molecule that dilates blood vessels and boosts circulation. For seniors, this means enhanced blood flow to muscles and the brain areas where sluggish circulation can contribute to weakness, fatigue, and cognitive decline. Scientific studies confirm that drinking beet juice daily can increase walking speed by 19% and improve muscle oxygenation during activity by over 20%, benefits that directly translate into better mobility and endurance. Moreover, beet-rich breakfasts have been shown to sharpen brain function, especially in the frontal lobe, the region responsible for memory and decision-making, within just a few days. The beauty of beet smoothies lies in their simplicity. Half a cup of cooked beets blended with water and a squeeze of lemon creates a refreshing drink. Adding berries or banana softens the earthy taste, creating a delicious morning ritual that fuels both body and mind. Pasture-raised eggs, often unfairly maligned in the past, have emerged as a nutritional powerhouse, especially for older adults. Rich in high-quality protein, eggs provide around 6 grams of absorbable protein per large egg, a nutrient fundamental to maintaining muscle mass and preventing frailty as we age. Beyond protein, eggs deliver vital vitamins such as choline, which supports neurotransmitter health and guards against age-related brain shrinkage, as well as selenium, vitamin B12, and vitamin D, each contributing to metabolism, immunity, and bone strength. The superior nutrient profile of pasture-raised eggs stems from the hen's natural diets and outdoor access, resulting in higher omega-3 and vitamin D content than conventionally raised eggs. Preparing eggs with care, poached, softly boiled, or scrambled using heart-healthy fats like grass-fed butter or olive oil ensures maximum nutrient retention and easy digestion. Their soft texture and rich taste make them an ideal breakfast for seniors, promoting sustained energy and cognitive support without taxing the digestive system. At the pinnacle of these powerhouse foods are wild blueberries. Small but mighty berries bursting with anthocyanins, a class of plant compounds with remarkable antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Unlike their larger, commercially farmed counterparts, wild blueberries are darker, smaller, and densely packed with bioactive chemicals that go beyond mere sweetness. Regular consumption of just 1 cup of wild blueberries each morning has been shown to reduce inflammation markers by over 50% in older adults, reverse oxidative stress, and even help repair damaged brain tissue. The cognitive benefits are profound: memory, attention span, and mental agility improve notably after sustained intake. These berries also enhance blood flow to muscles and the brain, facilitating better coordination and faster recovery after physical activity. Incorporating wild blueberries into breakfast is effortless. Mix them into plain Greek yogurt, swirl them into chia pudding, or blend them into a smoothie for a nutrient-dense start to your day. Their ability to nourish cells while stabilizing blood sugar makes them an unparalleled ally in preserving strength and independence. Together, these 4 foods create a foundation that supports the unique nutritional needs of seniors. They work silently at the cellular level to reduce harmful inflammation, enhance metabolic function, and shield the brain and muscles from the ravages of aging. Integrating chia seed pudding, beetroot smoothies, pasture-raised eggs, and wild blueberries into daily breakfast routines is not merely a dietary adjustment, it is a commitment to long-term health and quality of life. This transformation begins with understanding the science behind these foods and embracing the power of mindful eating. It's about choosing meals that feed the body's deepest needs rather than fleeting cravings or convenience. It's about recognizing that each bite in the morning sets the stage for hours of energy, focus, and strength. For seniors determined to age with dignity, vitality, and independence, these 4 breakfasts offer more than nourishment. They offer hope. Hope that strength can be preserved, that minds can stay sharp, and that the freedom to live fully can be sustained. The key lies in making conscious choices, informed by evidence and guided by the desire to thrive. As you consider your own morning meals, ask yourself, am I feeding my body what it truly needs, or merely satisfying habits formed without understanding their consequences? The answer could change everything. In the pursuit of optimal health, especially as we age, the foundation of our choices must be built upon solid scientific understanding. The breakfast foods that seniors consume daily wield an influence far beyond mere calories or fleeting satisfaction. They shape the body's inflammatory state, muscle integrity, cognitive function, and metabolic resilience. Behind every recommendation lies a growing body of rigorous research, illuminating how specific nutrients and food patterns can either accelerate decline or foster robust longevity. Peer-reviewed studies conducted on older populations provide compelling evidence that supports the avoidance of certain processed and sugary breakfast items. For example, extensive research has demonstrated that consuming high glycemic foods, such as instant oatmeal packets and sweetened cereals, triggers prolonged elevations in blood glucose and insulin levels. These metabolic spikes are not benign. They provoke systemic inflammation, a recognized driver of many age-related diseases including type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and neurodegeneration. In one landmark study, seniors consuming such breakfasts showed inflammatory markers nearly 50% higher in the hours following consumption, illustrating how a single meal can instigate a cascade of damaging biological processes. This chronic, low-grade inflammation silently undermines muscle mass, accelerates cognitive decline, and impairs immune defenses. Similarly, the widespread use of flavored yogurts laden with sugars and artificial additives has been scrutinized. Scientific analyses reveal that these additives disrupt the gut microbiome, impairing digestion and immune response. The resulting inflammation is linked to a faster progression of sarcopenia, the loss of muscle tissue, and declines in memory and executive function. In this context, the fat content of dairy plays a protective role. Removing fats and replacing them with sugars exacerbates metabolic dysfunction in aging bodies. On the other side of the spectrum, the beneficial breakfast choices championed for seniors stand on an equally robust scientific foundation. The nutrients within chia seeds, for instance, have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity by nearly 40%, a critical factor in preserving muscle and metabolic health. Their fiber content supports a thriving gut microbiota, which in turn enhances nutrient absorption and immune competence. Omega-3 fatty acids, abundant in chia seeds and pasture-raised eggs, have been linked to reduced muscle degradation and improved cognitive performance, offering a shield against age-associated declines. Beetroot's natural nitrates convert within the body to nitric oxide, a potent vasodilator that improves blood flow and oxygen delivery. Clinical trials with seniors have measured tangible improvements in walking speed, muscle oxygenation, and brain activity after regular beet consumption. These physiological enhancements translate directly to improved mobility, endurance, and mental clarity, key determinants of independence and quality of life. Wild blueberries, rich in anthocyanins, provide an extraordinary antioxidant effect that combats oxidative stress and inflammation, two culprits behind cellular aging and brain tissue damage. Longitudinal studies show that seniors consuming wild blueberries experience significant improvements in memory, attention, and inflammatory biomarkers, effectively slowing the trajectory of cognitive decline. The significance of these findings lies not just in isolated nutrient effects, but in their holistic impact when integrated into daily dietary habits. The human body operates as an interconnected system. Inflammation, metabolic function, muscle maintenance, and brain health are deeply intertwined. What you consume at breakfast influences the entire day's physiological landscape and accumulates to shape your health trajectory over years. Moreover, these scientific insights emphasize the importance of context. Foods are not simply good or bad in isolation, but interact with individual health status, genetics, and lifestyle factors. For seniors who often face diminished insulin sensitivity, altered digestion, and increased vulnerability to inflammation, the stakes are especially high. Choosing breakfasts with low glycemic impact, anti-inflammatory nutrients, and supportive probiotics can mean the difference between declining independence and vibrant aging. Importantly, the studies underpinning these recommendations focus on actual seniors rather than extrapolating from younger populations. This distinction ensures relevance and reliability, giving confidence that the benefits and risks described apply to those in later life stages. In summary, the scientific evidence is unequivocal. The breakfast choices seniors make wield profound influence over inflammation, muscle preservation, cognitive function, and metabolic health. Processed, sugary, and highly refined foods ignite damaging biological responses, while nutrient-dense, whole food breakfasts provide a foundation for strength, clarity, and longevity. Understanding this science empowers seniors and caregivers alike to make informed decisions that nurture health from the very start of each day. By aligning breakfast habits with these evidence-based insights, seniors can actively participate in slowing the aging process, reducing disease risk, and preserving the vitality needed to enjoy life's richest moments. It is an invitation to reclaim control, fueled not by fleeting trends, but by the enduring power of science. As we arrive at the conclusion of this journey through the complex landscape of breakfast choices for seniors, it becomes clear that the power to influence one's health lies profoundly within these daily decisions. Breakfast is more than a meal, it is a defining moment that sets the tone for how our bodies and minds will perform throughout the day and, by extension, across the years ahead. For seniors who face unique physiological challenges, making mindful choices about what they eat each morning can either open the door to vibrant independence or accelerate the march toward frailty and decline. The evidence we have explored is both sobering and hopeful. It exposes the hidden dangers embedded in many popular breakfast foods that, despite their wide availability and social acceptance, cause invisible damage. These foods silently fuel inflammation, disrupt blood sugar balance, weaken muscles, and erode cognitive function, undermining the very foundations of a fulfilling life. Yet, the science also offers a roadmap toward renewal and resilience, highlighting simple, accessible foods that work harmoniously with the aging body to restore strength, sharpen the mind, and stabilize metabolism. Embracing these healthier choices is not merely about nutrition. It is an act of self-care that reverberates far beyond the kitchen table. It is a declaration of respect for the body that carries us through each day, a commitment to preserving the freedom to move, think, and engage fully with the world. It is also an invitation to rewrite the narrative of aging from one of inevitable decline to a story of sustained vitality and grace. Change often begins with awareness, but it flourishes through action. Recognizing that what we eat each morning can either nurture or deplete us empowers seniors and their caregivers to take deliberate steps toward better health. The shift away from processed, sugary, and inflammatory breakfasts toward nutrient-dense, anti-inflammatory foods like chia seed pudding, beetroot smoothies, pasture-raised eggs, and wild blueberries may seem small, but its impact is profound. These changes set in motion biological processes that support muscle retention, cognitive clarity, and metabolic harmony, elements crucial for aging well. Moreover, this journey is not a solitary one. It calls for community, conversation, and shared commitment. By choosing to adopt these evidence-based dietary practices, seniors join a growing movement of individuals who refuse to accept decline as a given. They become advocates for their own well-being, inspiring family members, friends, and caregivers to reconsider how food shapes health at every stage of life. We urge you to take this knowledge and translate it into meaningful action. Begin by examining your own breakfast habits with honesty and openness. Identify which foods may be quietly sabotaging your health and which hold the promise of renewal. Experiment with incorporating the beneficial foods outlined here, savoring not only their flavors but their transformative potential. Remember that change is a process. Progress often comes through small, consistent steps rather than overnight revolutions. Your mornings are your opportunity, a daily chance to fuel strength, support brain health, and cultivate resilience. Seize this moment with intention and confidence, knowing that the choices you make today ripple outward, shaping the quality of your life tomorrow and for years to come. As you embark on this path, we invite you to share your experiences, challenges, and successes in the comments. Your stories enrich this community and offer encouragement to others navigating similar journeys. Engage with us, ask questions, and let us support one another in the pursuit of healthful aging. Finally, if you found this exploration enlightening and empowering, please subscribe to this channel and activate notifications. Your support fuels our mission to provide evidence-based guidance tailored to seniors, helping more individuals discover the profound impact of mindful nutrition. The journey to a stronger, sharper, and more vibrant you starts with a single choice: what you put on your plate each morning. Make that choice count. Your body, mind, and future self will thank you.